Hi guys, welcome back to Hello Dysfunction.
Guess who's not dead?
It's episode 268 with Pata Fria.
And I'm Crystal.
I don't even remember the last time we recorded.
I don't either.
Was it before camping? Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
It was before camping, and then there's the little camping vlog on Patreon.
Yeah.
When we got back from camping.
You're right. Yeah.
I would like to lead with we saw baby bobcats in real life in the wild. This has been heavy on my mind.
Your heart.
On my heart, my soul. It's definitely my personality for the next few weeks. We were driving on a back road, like this mile-long back road by her new place. And it was late. It was like almost 10. And I had just said to her, I'm going to go slow because I have a feeling an animal's going to jump out. 5 seconds later, two little things tumble out from the side of the road.
They're like clumsily falling all over each other.
And I slam on my brakes. At first, I'm like, are these foxes? And I slam on my brakes, and then it hits, and I just scream over and over, oh my God, it's baby bobcats.
Screaming.
Oh my God, it's baby bobcats. There were two more on the other side. Oh my fucking God.
They were very cute. They were
little.
Fuzzy. They were fuzzy, and they were clumsy, and they were very fucking cute.
And I'm like, do you know how rare it is? Like, most people are lucky if they get to see one in the wild. We saw 4 little babies.
I was like, you're fucking gonna kill us. She was screaming at the top of her lungs. Mind you, there's a car behind us on this scary, windy, dark nature road.
Thank God I wasn't
looking
going
in the
hella
mirror
fast.
like, oh God, are they paying attention? Are they gonna stop? Also, I have hella groceries in the back. All my shit flew forward. I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, I hope nothing opens.
Listen, that was like a once in a lifetime fucking moment. Oh my God. It was so fucking cool.
I'll shut up because your excitement is how I would feel like if we saw a moose. I really want to see a moose. Yeah.
We gotta see a moose.
I think I just don't really care about bobcats. My thought was the mom is very close.
Oh, for sure. I thought that
so
too.
Thank
That's why I
God
didn't
we
go.
don't have to stop or get out for anything.
Yeah.
But I really want to see a moose in person. I think I would have that
huge.
reaction. Yeah. I saw a video on Twitter, I think like yesterday, of like, you know, they show the size comparison of things in real life, and a moose was fucking enormous.
They're fucking big and majestic.
Yeah.
I would love to see one too.
Yeah. I would have that excitement for that.
Oh yeah. I was so, oh man. Just elation
she hasn't
doesn't describe
stopped
it.
talking about it since. And I was like, yesterday we had to do some things, and she was like, am I picking you up from your, and I was like, no, you're not coming to my house. I'll be at your house.
I'll be at your house every night between 9 and 10 p.m.
No, you
cruising.
Do you need something? Because I'm going to come over there at 9:30.
Hey girl. Do you want a Red Bull?
No, I don't need anything. Stay
I'm
away
on my
from
baby
my
bobcat
house.
fucking proud.
Yeah, she's like notified everyone she knows, and like just
I called
talking about it.
I called like 4 different people as soon as I dropped her off. Right after we saw them, I woke my mom up. I got Mark up,
Oh, my
Stevie.
God.
Oh my God. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
you guys have no idea. I'm fucking the chosen one right now.
It's scary too, because it was like
Yes.
not far at all from one of the schools.
Like, I would say probably less than half a mile for sure.
Yeah, that's what I had said. I was like, it was very fucking close.
And the mama.
Yeah, so that's comforting.
Yeah.
Lots of nature going on.
Yes. Lucky.
You just woke up.
Yeah.
I slept in this morning after I dropped Peez off for her first day back to preschool.
How'd that go?
Great. Apparently.
Good.
She was ready. She high-fived me. She was all excited. She was in the car like, woo! When I pulled up in front.
I love her.
She was all excited. I heard she was good.
Wow.
Yeah, and whatever, she was hella happy.
Because she been a little spicy jalapeno these past
Oh
couple
my
weeks
God,
while
like
we've been moving.
embarrassing. I have a few incidents in my notes. It was just like chaos with her lately.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
A
something
funny
else.
one. I love
But
her.
I slept earlier after I dropped her off, deep sleep. I'm talking about like probably stayed in the same position the whole time.
That's good
And had a
sleep.
fucking nightmare. And I woke up to all these text messages from you, and I'm like, you should have just called. Like, next time, just call. Like,
I figure if you're like, anytime you're asleep, I figure you really need it. So I don't want to wake you up unless emergency.
oh my God. The nightmare. Let me see.
Yeah, I've been waiting to
I made
hear about
notes.
this.
So it was all centered around Bunny acting a fool.
Oh, man.
And being a whore, basically. And I had drove
Shut
down
up.
to LA. And when I drove down to LA, she looked at it like her time to get
shine.
loose. And so she was like, it was like bad stuff. It was like
This is a nightmare, by the way.
Yeah, this is a nightmare. It was like her fucking letting somebody finger her like for pills and shit.
Oh my
And like
God.
all this shit. And like somebody sent me a video clip or something right as I got to LA. Like I drove down alone. I got there within like 3 or 4
You're
hours.
puking on the side of the road.
I get to my hotel and then I'm like, oh my God. So I leave hell of abruptly. Like I'll come back for some reason. I left my luggage in the hotel because I was like, I'm going to go and handle her and then come back. Like, I don't know what I was
Wow.
even there for. So I'm like driving all the way back. I'm getting sent video clips and like all this intel about these fucking crazy activities. And I get her and I like take her phone and I'm trying to hit her, but I can't hit in the dream.
Yeah, I hate that
Oh
you
my
can't
God.
punch
I was
and
hella
shit.
trying to hit her. And then like I was dealing with the dealers and all this shit and like fucking
That's a real nightmare.
it was a real stressful, crazy nightmare. I'm going through all her social media and sent folders and everything, trying to find like what she had sent these people and how long this had been going on. And it was just like, I think I was tense the whole time I was asleep. Like I woke up exhausted.
Oh my
Like, it was like,
God.
it
I
was
don't-
so
that's not even a
stressful
funny
and
nightmare.
bad. Yeah. And it's not even, she hasn't done anything
Yeah,
to
I'm
make
like,
me
this
think
is
that
so
would ever
far.
be anything I'd ever deal with. Yeah, it was
Ever.
just craziness. And then
It's your brain.
it's just my fucking brain. And, you know, I have like these superstitions that this one, for example, is because of my godmother. But like when you have a dream and you wake up, you can't talk about it until you eat something because
Yeah.
it'll make it come true.
Yeah.
So like I didn't even tell anybody, like, because I didn't eat until way in the afternoon. So I was like fucking putting notes in my phone just so I would remember the conversation. But I was just sitting with that. I woke up and I had to immediately go get Peez from school and just process that on the way there.
That's a horrible
Yes.
fucking.
Yes.
I mean, thank God. Obviously, it's
it was
a
an
nightmare.
awful situation. Stevie was in it. Thank God she snitched and was like giving me hella information. And she was like, Bunny is acting fucking weird. Like, this is not like her. And just started spilling it. And I was like, thank you, Stevie. Like,
You know, Stevie's scared of you, so
God,
she'll fucking
I love her. Yeah, she was my fucking
informant.
spy. Yeah,
Fucker.
she was giving me all the information. It was just a crazy ass dream. I haven't had one like that in a while.
I hope you don't have one like that again.
I know.
You can't even make hella jokes about that one because that is
No,
like
it wasn't
worst
even
fear
funny.
ever.
It was just stress. The whole thing, the stress of trying to get down there. Then I get down there, then coming back, then realizing like I might have to stay longer than I thought, but I left my suitcase full of stuff in my paid for hotel. So I have to go back. Like it was bullshit. Really stupid dream.
No, for real.
I have notes on notes on notes on notes. So
Yep. I don't even remember what some of my notes are.
I'm
They're
like,
so long.
maybe we should go in reverse, reverse. So it's like chronological.
From oldest to newest.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
So,
If I can figure out.
damn. Ground meats. Did we talk about that already? About getting our
Yeah.
own grinders and shit,
Yeah.
right? Well, it was confirmed from a listener, a dear listener of ours that we love very much. His grandfather was a butcher for like Did we already talk about that and post it? Fuck. All right. Sorry.
Yep.
What else do I have in here? There was just so
Phil
much.
Donahue died while we've been on our fucking moving break.
I thought he been died. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I watched a lot of Donahue.
Yep. He died. You know, he
Oh.
spoke out against the Iraq war.
Oh,
And
good.
that's one of the reasons
That they
his
took
TV
him off
career
TV.
ended.
Wow.
Because he was very against
Well,
and outspoken.
Good. Good. He has integrity.
For sure.
Good. Speak on what's right.
Yep. He passed.
I have in here that we were having a stressful week and we were like clowns driving around in cars. Like,
Oh my
but
God.
nothing's changed. It's still like that. Yesterday, making multiple U-turns and fucking wrong turns. We're just like on go. Like, it's been a mess.
We probably did 30 fucking back and forth trips moving her.
Getting me moved. Like,
We didn't hire movers.
we didn't. And it's
We
like,
did it ourselves.
for multiple reasons. One, because I can't afford it, because it was
Right.
going to be like at least $1,000, right? I can't afford that.
No.
And also, I found myself like repacking and going through shit that the kids even packed. So like,
Yep.
this isn't something that I could have got a whole lot of help with without, you know, because of my fucking problems, OCD and shit. Like, I have to be
Yeah.
the one to go through everything, pack everything, take things out, whatever. So that made the process more stressful than it probably would have been for a normal person. But so many fucking trips. Like, it was just, I'm never doing this again. Ever.
Not
Like,
until
if
we
I
get a
ever
compound.
No, not when I move again, I'm gonna have the money to hire movers. I'll pack, but I'll have the money to pay the thousands of dollars to have somebody move it for me, or I will leave everything behind as if I'm
No, for
dead.
real.
You come in and shop. It's an estate sale as if I'm dead, and I'll just start completely over because it was oh my God, like I wasn't sleeping right and I just was like not eating right. And it was just, even now I'm not unpacked. So it's very stressful. I can't get comfortable. It's just chaos in my fucking house. And I got rid of so much shit and you would never know it because there's just still so much.
Yeah, you don't realize how much stuff you have till you start fucking having
Yeah.
to pack it up.
And I had been cleaning out from under beds, cleaning out closets, you know, the last year. I had been doing shit like that. So I kept thinking like, oh, it's not going to be that bad because I got rid of so much in the last year and did so much cleaning and reorganizing. No, it was fucking awful. And the black mold discoveries that we made were so
God.
fucking bad that
No
like,
wonder the baby been so fucking
yeah,
sick.
like it just was concealed, you know, it was in places that I didn't see, and from, you know, a normal appearance it would look as if there, you know, it was good, but
Yeah.
when we started taking furniture out and just it was
apart and shit.
yeah, it was really, really, really fucking bad. So if you know where I lived in Richmond, don't move there because the black mold I did know of was not handled properly. And I called them out for it multiple times. I didn't know about all the other locations in the whole fucking apartment, but at least we're out of there now and we're in a fresh, brand new place. So that's not something we'll have to deal with again.
Yep. And there's bobcats in the area.
Oh my God, yeah.
So it's a beautiful place with beautiful creatures.
Yeah.
Talking about moving reminds me of when one of the times we were moving and my dad was still driving then and he had this red fucking older pickup and like an old F-150 and he was like, I'll come help you guys move. And you know Billy, he
I can't even imagine him driving.
remember how we had house parties at that old Rodeo house? So there were some Coronas.
Yeah, I remember. Yep.
So there were some fucking Coronas in the cooler. They're warm. They've been sitting in there for weeks.
They're aged.
For sure. We're moving, and Dad's like, let me get some of these beers. And we're like, go ahead and take them home, but don't drink them. Like, they're warm. Like, come on, we got to get this shit moved. We turn around. He's knifing warm Coronas. By the time we get to the new house, which is fucking 4 blocks, bitch,
They're all gone.
he's throwing up in front of the new house we're moving to on the lawn.
What?
And then proceeds to lay on the fucking lawn.
Great.
Because
Hi, everyone.
not only, welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome.
Tomatoes are here.
Oh, my God.
Not only did he fucking knife those warm Coronas, bitch, he was like, I'll just take a Norco with these. So he took a Norco.
With these warm aged Coronas.
And proceeded to lay on the front lawn throwing up.
Thank you. Thank you,
In
Dad.
daylight.
Thank you.
In daylight.
Thank you for all this great help. Thank you.
Motherfucker.
Oh, my fucking God.
Will reminded me of that, and I was crying laughing. I was like, it sounds about Billy.
Yes.
It sounds about Billy.
I was having a lot of shit going on. One day I woke up. I don't know if I told you about the details of what happened, but like the whole day was going wrong the day that my dryer stopped working.
Nope, you didn't give me all the details.
So my dryer stopped working. I almost broke my toe. I like almost fell or something on the stairs. My statue exploded.
Oh, that
this
was
was
the worst.
all in the same fucking day. And I was like, is somebody doing work on me? Because I need to get out of this apartment and I need to start like really packing and getting a move on. And it was like almost scary because nothing has consecutively happened like that in one day in a long time,
Right.
I guess. It was very obvious what was happening. So I told you, like, if I die, like, just know, like, when my statue, my biggest statue, my girl who I brought from Mexico on the airplane.
Listen, I bumped her the day before, and I was so...
Apologizing.
I apologized. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was so terrified it was going to break. So when she said it exploded the next day... No, I was definitely not happy it happened, but I was like, oh my God, thank God I didn't do it.
And I couldn't be mad at anybody because like something delivered, a big box delivered, and Stinkers had put it like across from her, but against the wall. And so later I walked by and moved the box so I could see what it was. And then when I put it back, I didn't lean it against the wall. I just stood it up.
Oh, man.
And it fucking hit her. And when I say exploded, like I didn't know what the fuck happened. Like plaster everywhere. And I was like, oh, great. So if I die today, we know why. But it just made me think of hella shit. Like, do you know some people will punish their statues of her and shit if they don't get what they want?
What?
She does deals, okay? So you can like ask her for things that are kind of transactional. You can make an offering to her without being a devotee. You can make an offering and kind of make a deal for
Just being a
regular person. You can ask for a specific favor. And, you know, of course, she wants something. So you have to give her something in exchange. But like you can do that, right? Or you can be a devotee and give regular offerings and have a relationship with her and that kind of thing. But so those people, so people that are actually like me, like actual devotees, have asked for things and like threatened her, held her underwater, threatened to lock her in a dark closet because she likes light and hella shit. And when that happened, I was thinking like, I have to communicate that like I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah,
like,
no. I remember I was like, no, you give her
I'm not
gifts
whooping you and shit.
Yeah.
Because I immediately thought about that.
Bash you against the wall.
I didn't do that on purpose because you're not moving fast enough with what I want. Like,
Right.
But I definitely thought of that. And I was just like, this day is just too much. So I had to like communicate that like, yeah, it was my fault, you know, but I was hella upset because that's the biggest one I had. So
yeah, it was hella
thank God though, when we go to Mexico, we already have plans to go for our teeth again. So when we go, I'll get another one. I'll get 2. That was the
great
arrangement.
Both can look
that was
insane.
the arrangement I made. I will get 2
I'm gonna get
to replace
2 of you.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Don't even worry
Great.
about it. Yeah.
You know what? Did you ever hear about? Oh, this is in left field, but the Henrietta sleepover massacre. It occurred last year.
With the black lady with all them white ladies?
No. No. So.
Oh, massacre. No.
Oh, let me put down my bagel. It's a long story. Let me light a cigarette. Let me tell you, this is fucking nuts. And I'm like,
This happened last year?
it happened last year in Henrietta, Oklahoma. So there was a group of 3 friends, like, 13, 14, and 15, right? And the way I found this story is Stevie was scrolling on TikTok, and the mom of one of the girls was telling what happened.
That's weird. I never heard of this.
And it's wild.
It's very recent. Yeah.
So I want to say maybe May of last year.
For my birthday.
So it's all white people. So there's one little girl. She lives with her mother, who has been a single mom up until like 6 months previous.
Okay.
She married a man and she had a new stepdad. So that little girl was going to have a sleepover. She invited her few friends over. So 2 of them were able to stay the night. They were going to go shopping. They were going to go shopping, eat, have a sleepover. And I think they were staying Friday and Saturday night. So living in the house, at the girl's house, is the mama, the new stepdad.
I already don't trust the stepdad, but yeah.
The new stepdad, the daughter, and then there's an older sister who's 17, and then there's a younger brother who's 14, I believe. So the mom,
Is this a blended family, or are these all the mother's kids?
These are all the mother's kids.
Okay.
So she has the 17-year-old daughter, 14-year-old son, and then 15-year-old daughter. And then the 2 friends are over.
Yeah.
So Sunday rolls around, and the mom who's telling the story on TikTok is like, you know, I'm really close to my daughter. We had been Snapchatting. They're showing like Snapchats and shit. They were having a good time. She talked to her, I believe, Sunday morning. And then Monday rolls around, and she hadn't heard from her, but so she called and reported her missing. Monday rolls around, and they see the...
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. So this is one of the mothers of one of the kids that went over to that house?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to say...
It's not the host.
Nope.
Okay.
This is the mom. Her daughter's name, I believe, is... Fuck.
Don't do that, because we don't know it.
Well, one of them's name's Tiffany. I just couldn't remember which friend it was.
Okay.
But she sees the school bus go by in the morning, and none of their children are on it. And they're like, what the fuck? So then they start doing this big search. They're trying to find they can't get a hold of anybody at the house.
The parents?
Nobody.
Okay.
No kids, nothing. Girl, come to find out, that fucking stepdad murdered his wife, murdered all 3 of her children, raped, trigger warning, raped the 2 friends that stayed the night, and fucking killed them. Then, as fucking more shit's coming out, this stepdad was in prison for 19 years for raping somebody else when he was 19.
Oh, my
The
God.
mother met him while he was still in fucking prison. And the parents of the woman telling on TikTok, the one whose daughter was killed over there, she's like, we knew the mom. Our girls have been friends for years. Like, we met the
my
parents.
God.
She said, I wouldn't call us good friends, but
Yeah.
I did my due diligence. Like, she wasn't sleeping at a stranger's house.
Oh, my
So the
God.
guy, I guess, had lied to his wife.
About what he was in, or his
Yes.
previous charges
Yep,
or whatever?
what he was in there for.
Oh, my God.
Went as far as, so he told us what he was in there for was raping a 16-year-old girl when he was 19. He served almost 20 years. What he told his wife he was in there for is it was consensual, but her parents got mad, and that's why he ended up going to prison. He went as far as to pay one of his women friends to create a fake social media account and DM his wife,
Acting like she was her?
pretending to be the girl he raped.
Oh, you're not a girl's girl. Because who the fuck is going along with that? A tweaker.
Yes.
Somebody that needs a few
Yes.
dollars. Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. And I'm just, I'll pull up the account and tell you guys can go watch it. I'm just like, I was like in this rabbit hole for 2 hours, just mouth hung open. Like, how did I never hear about this? He literally fucking killed 5 people.
I've seen posts on social media where it's like a woman and she's talking about how her husband is getting ready to parole to her house and she has kids and they're not his kids and she's getting ready and people are just tearing her up in the comments. Like I've seen more than one of these scenarios, right? And like blog pages will post them sometimes and it's like people like, girl, do not have your kids in that situation. And it's so angering because it's like, for one thing, I'm so nosy anyway. I'm going to be looking shit up. I'm going to be asking friends of friends of friends to look things up. Like I'm going to get to the bottom of everything, you know, that you're in there for. But like, if you have kids, I don't even like it when people are dating people, regular civilians that aren't inmates and they bring them around their kids. Don't have just anybody around your kids, but to let somebody you met in prison parole to your fucking kids' home. Like, we got to be smarter with who we let around our kids.
How dare you?
I watched a documentary the other day that I kind of told you about, and just it made the point at the end that 90% of SA victims, children, are abused by someone they know.
Yes.
It's not random strangers on the street pulling you into the bushes mostly. It's mostly
people you trust
family,
the most.
friends, people you fucking know that are around. Like, you just got to be careful with who you have your kids around and shit. Like, I've had, you know, people that I've dated, I've lived with when I've had kids that don't belong to them. But I mean, there's no giving them a bath. There's no changing a diaper. There's no getting them dressed. There's no, you know, even those kind of precautions.
There's no you at the house for hours and
fuck no. And no one else is there. Like, there's no, you just have to be smart.
My thing also, when you have had fucking your love interest live in the house, it's not somebody that you've only known 6 months. It's literally been years.
Multiple
that makes
years
a difference.
Before that ever. You're, like I said before, you're lucky to even meet my fucking
Your
kids.
love life should take a back seat. Not yours, but I'm talking about people who, you know, are dating again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drag your kids around these fucking people you're dating.
No.
Like,
someone that I was would be dating would be lucky to even meet my fucking kids. I've said it many times. I'm not looking for a dad for none of my kids.
No.
My kids all have their own dads, and even the ones that aren't present right now, we have father figures in our immediate.
Sure.
You know, like Mark is there. Like I'm not fucking, no, I'm not. And not to shade anybody that is looking for a father for their kids, but like, no, I'm against it.
Please, like,
I'm against it. I'm just not that trusting. And there's been way too many cases of women's love interests, you know, having hidden cameras in the house or fucking directly abusing the kids. Like, no, I
know somebody personally that I love very much who, when we were in high school, she came to school and was crying. And we're like, what the fuck happened? And she found a hidden camera in her closet.
Shut the fuck up.
Her mom's boyfriend.
And this is someone you know. Like, I see the shit on TV.
Her mom had dated him for years.
God.
And then he moved in and he had hid a camera and she found it and she had no, like, it had been going on a while. But I will say, as soon as she told her mother,
her mom handled
that motherfucker was out.
Thank God.
Out.
Thank God. Because we also know stories of women that stay with these people and then, like, even as adults, like, they have to still see this person that fucking abused them.
It's really
at
fucked
some point
up.
in life.
And it's not even like, you know, just somebody putting their hands on your fucking children.
Period.
I'll fucking kill some. Listen, Mark is their dad. And I would still lose my shit if he did it.
Yeah.
You know?
let alone some boyfriend whooping my kids or some shit.
my-
Like that just would never.
Now I'm in
my
prison.
world. That just would never fucking happen. Like ever.
No,
Ever.
I always, when I see shit or hear shit, like there was this viral photo going around, and this dude had taken a photo of the two kids on the first day of school, and they're little. The little girl's like 7, and the little boy, and the guy might have been making a joke. So the little girl's 7, the little boy looks about 5 or 6. The little boy's laying on the ground crying. The girl's standing up smiling, and the dude's like, first day of school pics, stepdad duties. Don't mind Timmy. I had to whoop his ass real quick before photos.
I saw that.
Shit ain't funny to me.
It's not funny.
And as a step parent,
It's not funny even if you were the parent, but it's definite. It's even more not funny in that ain't even your biological child.
if you're the bonus parent, I feel like how fucking dare you
It's just never your
put your
place.
hands on any
I
fucking
don't
child.
care. I feel it's never your place.
Never.
Yeah. I
Never.
don't care if you were there when they came out. Like it's just not your place.
I just don't be hitting on fucking kids. And then he-heing on social media. That shit's not funny
Yeah.
at all. But that fucking sleepover massacre, I just was fucking dumbfounded how we didn't hear about it. Then we had another school shooting today.
Which is terrifying. It's terrifying. And it's made a lot of people start posting text conversations from when one may have happened with their kid at another school, a separate incident, and reading that shit just gives me chills. Like the kids being like, I love you. Like, I'm hella scared. I'm hella scared. This isn't a joke. I love you. Like, oh my fucking God. I would be. Oh, it just makes me think of the Uvalde.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? When them coward ass police didn't go in there and the parents did. And just, oh my God.
Last year, there was a lockdown at Stevie's school, and it wasn't a drill. And she texted me a photo of them under tables in a room. It was locked. The teacher was in front of the door. And she was like, we're on lockdown. She was like, it was passing period. We were told to hurry up and go in the classroom. I'm like, are you sure it's not a drill? She's like, it's not a drill. She's like, Mommy, I'm scared. Bitch.
I would be freaking the fuck out.
I came home, got my gun, bitch, and took off. And cop friend was like, they're not going to let you anywhere near there. And I'm like, bitch, we're going to find
Or
out.
I'll go to jail for trying.
We're going to find out. That's for real. Like, that's how I felt.
That's what'll
I felt
happen.
fucking sheer terror. So I can't imagine if there's really somebody fucking shooting.
And this happened in Georgia, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm not
like
mistaken,
45 minutes from Atlanta, maybe, I
they
believe.
passed the law that you can open carry without any training or permits now. And I'm a gun owner and I believe in having guns and I don't want that right taken away from us. But like common sense laws, I want like some type of background check, some type of at least be 18, at least fucking complete a safety test, you know, like I don't know. Don't make it so easy to buy them immediately, have a waiting period,
Yeah.
like shit like that.
And I
would
feel like parents, if their shit ain't locked up properly and your teenage kid has access and kills
You're
someone,
going to prison.
You need to go to prison.
You're going to prison. Yeah.
Because are you stupid?
yeah.
Are you stupid? But a lot of people's answer to gun issues is more guns. Let's make the teachers carry guns. Let's have armed security. What? What is this? A fucking police fucking country?
But it's like
police
a
state?
panic button. I don't know. I feel like that's not really enough. I want you to shoot the kid or the man or whoever, you know. I don't know.
I don't think we should make teachers fucking carry guns.
No, but like armed security, maybe. I don't know. I just don't like where we're at.
No.
As a
Like I said, I feel like
society.
maybe if there was repercussions for parents, that not that it would stop them or even put a big dent in it, but like
Our
lock your
society
shit up.
is not one that I would trust the police to be the only one with guns. That's my main concern.
No.
Like I would like to live in a country
no.
like in Europe where they only have batons, you know what I mean? And then there's just no guns. They have like hella stabbings there.
Oh, wow.
I would rather deal with that than
Yeah.
what we have here. Here, obviously the police cannot be trusted with guns. And being the only people with guns, absolutely
no.
fucking not. I
No.
don't trust that at all. So unless like you would have to change everything. And then it's like, how do you get rid of all these millions of existing guns? You can't. So we would just have to move away, I think, to get rid of the gun problem.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. But there's been quite a few school shootings where the child has got the weapon from home, from their parents.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that happening. I don't keep my gun locked because what if I need it? I keep it out of reach. I keep it put up, but it's not locked. And it should be.
Yeah, ours are locked.
But what if I need it right now?
We have it out at night.
Yeah.
In the drawer next to the bed.
And then in the day, it's locked. Yeah. No, mine is just put up, but not locked. So I don't know if Stinkers was in a bad mood one day.
When you weren't home.
I think like he could come in here and kill us with his attitude.
He's a Capricorn.
He's a motherfucker. And I do think that sometimes.
You should lock it up when you're not home.
Yeah.
When you're home, I think that's fine. But when you're not home, maybe lock it up.
What if I'm coming in the house and someone's chasing me? I'm not going to find the key.
Show me your tits.
I need the gun.
I don't
carry it in my leggings
by the fucking door or something.
Just wear it.
Maybe.
Honestly, though, I'm not even gonna fuck around. We're gonna get a carry permit because the amount of I'm gonna say this.
Oh, great segue. Great fucking segue.
Let's talk about it.
So if you guys have noticed, we're not answering DMs.
We're not even opening a lot of DMs lately, and there is a reason. It's not that we don't love you. It's not that we don't want to laugh and interact with you. It's not that at all. But there are some that are ruining it for all of us.
A few.
More than, yeah. And it's unfortunate because it's making us more guarded. It's making us not want to share as much. Yeah. And I'm trying to prevent them from ruining it completely. But like, we have schizophrenic parents. We have schizophrenic friends that we've grown up with. We can identify it pretty much right away.
Like it's superpower.
We are very open about mental health. We are mental health advocates. We are mentally ill ourselves. You know, we speak about our own experiences. We make other people feel comfortable speaking about their experiences. These are all things we
love.
But some people abuse it. And what's happened has put us in like dangerous kind of conversations.
Well, and it makes us have to fucking be guarded.
Yeah, it does.
When people start threatening.
Yeah. The threats I have a problem with, and it's happened more than twice. And it happened recently. Another situation where, I don't know, if you're not familiar with schizophrenia, you may not know this, but what happens is, and I'm not saying this as a medical professional, but from my own personal experiences with family and friends that are diagnosed, they will take things they've heard, and it's like it's held in their brain somewhere.
It could be on a movie. It could be
on a movie. It could be a song. It could be fucking
stranger at the bus stop. They heard
a conversation they heard. They take things that they've digested, overheard, whatever. It's held somewhere in their brain. It gets scrambled and mixed up and then regurgitated back out. And so it's like you're hearing or you're reading a lot of truths that are scrambled in ways that are not real life. And without getting too specific, we had someone send in a long book of bullshit, basically, that included our family members, our children, parents. This is not even somebody we've ever like had conversations with. This isn't someone we would chit chat with in the DMs and then they just like went on one day. This is someone that like only responded to maybe 3 of my stories or something because I went to go look immediately on my personal page. They sent this to the show page, but basically threats to me, threats to Crystal, threats, just shit involving our kids.
To my mom, bitch, my dad.
Putting shit on your
kids.
dad. Like, just crossing the fucking line in a way that, like, bitch, I'll beat your ass. Like, for real. Like, if I see you somewhere, bitch, remember everything you sent and be ready. Like that's how far they went.
And it sucks because you can tell it's somebody in an episode. A manic episode.
Yeah.
But
at the same time, like, I don't have,
so bad.
It's like how much, like, I'm considerate of that. Like, I do consider that.
For sure.
I understand what's happening, but like, when you cross the lines that you're crossing, like, I'm only going to let you play with me so much and that be the excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're threatening now and you're threatening me and you're threatening serious shit and I'm not going to play with you. Yeah. And so, it was super angering. We just didn't reply. I think we blocked the person and, it was a mess. I don't want to get too specific with all the shit, but this ain't the first time this has happened.
No.
And you know, there's situations that I don't even want to speak on, like, you know, episodes of my dad's, but like, you can be, when you're in the middle of an episode, you can be dangerous and you can fucking act on something that you think in your head at the time is the truth and it's not the truth.
Or it's really happening.
It's not reality. Yeah. Yeah. And so we're taking that seriously. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, who are we to say that this bitch won't show up and try some shit? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna have to blow your ass back. Like, it could happen. I'm not gonna play about that because I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
It gets serious, a situation that's not reality.
Yeah.
So it just sucks because it's like they were throwing out a lot of stories we've already told and putting their own twist on it and believing themselves. So it's frustrating to say the least.
It is.
Yeah.
And again, it's not the first.
And it probably won't be the last, but like, what you need to do is, if you know you're prone to these episodes or whatever, you better delete us out your fucking, I don't know. Don't write us. Somehow get us off your list so that if this happens, you don't accidentally, because I've had people apologize later for episodes,
for sure.
You know, and it's like, I understand, I get it that this can happen and it's out of your control, but like, get me off your radar somehow to where you can't reach out. Like, I would tell someone delete my number, but like with social media, it's kind of hard.
We get quite a few harmless ones, but the ones filled with fucking threats and violence and harm, just no,
it's not okay.
No, so we'll repost story mentions and stuff.
Yeah, mentions, you know, that looks different than a DM coming across. So we try to catch those because they're in a different spot.
Boldly write question for the show or something.
Yeah, or just email. You know,
email.
Just send an email. We still want you to submit your stories. We still want you to submit questions. Just go through the website and email moving forward, because the DMs are not going to be as active as they were.
No.
When I was moving at one point, I was like dragging bed frames, I think, up the stairs and up the landing, and I couldn't get past that little turn on the landing of the stairs. And I was like, just push, just fight, just pretend that Peez is gonna die. And the only way that she's gonna survive is if you can get this up this landing, bitch. And I did it. And I was like, this fucking works. My brain is so fucking ridiculous.
I do shit like that, and it's fucking horrible. If you don't do this quickly, Charlene's gonna die. Like, I tell my self fucked up shit like that.
Yes. But yeah, I was like, just pretend that Peez is gonna die, and you know, if you don't get this bed frame up. And I do that a lot. I'll be like, you know, I'm gonna die, or Bunny is gonna die, or something if I don't make the green light. And that's just how my brain works. But it gets fire under my ass, and it gets me going, moving, getting shit done. So whatever works, you know. I still haven't drank alcohol.
I was going to say, do you want to tell us some of the stuff Pee's been saying lately?
No, I don't.
No, I just thought you said you had notes in there.
Yeah,
No.
All right, yeah, it's time for sleep. I was telling her one night, and she was like, "No, it's not. There's a bitch in my bed." And I was like, you know what? I just like stared at the wall for a minute, and I was like, we're not even gonna acknowledge that. I was like, get in the fucking bed. No, there's a bitch in my bed. When one day Will was over there like trying to hook up my internet, and I was on the phone, I think with Comcast, because I was like, I'm gonna have to have them come out or whatever. So I'm on the phone with them, and I look over, and she has this cell phone because I found hell of my trap phones, and I've been giving them to her. So she's like flipping them open, closing
Love
them.
it.
So she's playing with Will, and she's like, "Hello, cops, your butt stinks." Okay, bye. And then high fives Will, and they're like, that was a good one, and she's like, yeah, that was a good one, and I'm like, don't get her going, because
No, she's been
she'll
wild.
be telling her grandma that or something, like the next time, like I can't play with her no more because she's been doing too much. There's a video I did not share that I will not share, and it's just of her. The minute I left, she waited until I left.
Oh,
I was at the
yeah.
gas station down the street. I hadn't even left my neighborhood yet. Bunny
She
had
waited
told
till
her,
you shut that door.
go get your pad out of the room.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, you get it. And she was like, no, go get it. And she was like, I hate you, bitch. I hate you, bitch. And Bunny's just quiet. She's so sick of her shit. And she's
Sick
like,
of it.
why are you being bad? Because you're a bitch. I didn't post it. I'm not going to post it. It's not funny.
No,
I
that's
don't like
not.
bad kids. And she's taking it too far. So, she still does it. She still throws them in. But I'm like, before I would let her talk about mosquitoes or zombies or monsters
Yeah, we
and
can't
call them
even let her.
bitches. You wore it out. You did too much. And, there was a time when my other kids had cussing days that I talked about. My sister would give them cussing days. My two nieces and Mona and Stinkers. And Stinkers fucked that up.
No, he did.
They were, they would have cussing day. And so she would be like, y'all, today, you can cuss or whatever. And they'd be like, oh shit, or bitch, or whatever. No, they'd be like, oh fuck, or oh shit. And so, whatever, she's not tripping. And then Stinkers is like, you motherfucking bitch, you heard what the fuck I said, bitch. And that was it. They never had cussing day no more after
Stinkers
that.
ruined it.
Yes. So her motherfucking ass is very reminiscent of him going
Yeah.
too far. I gave you an inch to be
She's
funny.
like 12 miles are mine.
Nuh-uh. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not.
No, because she gets mad and does it. So it's not, I don't even laugh.
Yeah.
I be a big mature adult about it. Although when she got mad the other night and told Stevie, your mommy's a bitch, I didn't laugh in front of her.
She got woke up out of her sleep. She had got dropped off here, and there was like a lot of family here and stuff. And I was like,
Very
people that,
overstimulating, though.
but people
I'm
I
sure.
knew she would want to see and say hi. That the puppy was here and shit. And I was like, Peez, like they woke her up. I didn't fucking wake her up, but I came in and she's screaming, sweaty, screaming, and telling Stevie, your mom's a bitch. Like, oh my God, stop, please.
That was funny. I didn't
Yeah.
laugh in front of her, though.
She didn't want Will. She didn't want Mark.
Nobody.
No one. Like, she screamed bloody murder until we got to my bed. I'm talking about the whole ride, the whole getting out of the car process until we got to the bed. And then she was like, Mommy, you're so smart. Tears all over her face. I was like, don't even fucking talk to me.
She's
Just
like,
let your
you're the best mommy
and
ever.
then knocked out immediately. You're so smart. She tries to like butter me up.
She's really
She
smart.
was like, you're such a good driver. You're the best cook ever. Like those are her Sour Patch Kid moments when she tries to make up for the fool she just acted.
You look so beautiful.
Your hair is so beautiful, Mommy.
I love you, Auntie Tristel. You're
Yes.
my best friend.
Yes. Don't believe it.
She's smart.
I'm tired of being sweaty. I've been so
I'm hot.
sweaty lately. I was like, if somebody fucking raped me, they would be so mad. They would be I'm so unshaved and I'm so sweaty that I was literally thinking that on one of my trips, I was like, they would be hot. They would fucking beat the shit out of me.
Stinky one.
This bitch is sweaty as fuck and not shaved.
That's fabulous.
It would be a deterrent for sure, I think.
I just fucking shaved today. It's been
I hate when
not
I
so
wait
long.
too long. I hate just I'm
See,
uncomfortable. I'm unkempt. I hate it.
I was feeling like that because I've been hella sweaty.
Yeah.
And my legs had fucking.
Not saying I'm musty,
Right, right.
but like close to it. Like
Yeah.
it's just sweat every day. I'm tired of it.
It's been 100 fucking degrees.
Yeah.
Plus perimenopause.
Plus moving. Strenuous carrying of boxes and stairs.
We both
and
have
flights
bruises.
And
I have little teeny circle bruises on my legs.
I look like I got jumped
from box corners, like propping them, holding
I look
them
like I
against
got
me.
jumped. I told you Patsy Cline has a big purple bruise on her face. My tattoo. She looks like she got her ass whooped. Like who got whooped, her or me? There's hella bruises.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, my legs are covered. We had mentioned there's a vlog from camping. I'm happy to report Pat actually went fucking camping. We did have a camper. So
It was an experience for sure. Because I don't think I've ever spent the night camping.
No.
Maybe as a kid, I don't have any memory of it. I remember like maybe going home at night, which is what I'm probably going to go back to because the shower situations, the showers are worse than jail.
there are showers. They're a little
They smell like horse
scary.
piss inside. You push the metal button just like jail, and it gives you some water, except it don't cut off. In jail, it'll cut off after 2 minutes. But this one will keep going. But it's really fucking disgusting. And you're just standing on, I forgot my slides at the tent, at
Yeah,
the
I always
trailer.
wear my flip-flops in
We
there.
did sleep in a trailer. It was fun. We shared video. I have pictures and stuff. It was fun. It was fun. I will say that. Like when I pulled up, I had to pay like $80 to sleep outside. I had a problem with that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
To sleep outside, I gotta pay $80. Like
Isn't
that
that
was
crazy?
bullshit to me. What? I have some other notes about that experience.
So Mark's Company Picnic, the reason we camp there is Mark's Company Picnic every year. So we go to the company picnic, and one of the activities at the company picnic is they take a big haystack and they break it down and they spread it out, and then they throw a couple $100 in quarters, 50-cent pieces, and gold dollars,
Bitch.
or old Susan B. Anthony dollars in this fucking hay. We partook. They do a little kid round, they do a women round, and then they do the men's round. We partook in the women's round. It's fucking 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Hay is sharp. It hurts. It's just a mess, okay? And it's not like we're dressed for a gala.
No.
We've been camping.
We're
we
camping.
look rough.
Yeah,
okay?
we had slept in a trailer the night before. Like, yeah, it was
so fucking
not cute.
I go on Facebook a few days ago, and whoever had taken photos at the company picnic,
Count your days.
dude,
Count your motherfucking days.
thought it would be a great idea to post these photos. And one of them,
The first one I saw was just all of us bent over.
me, her, and Peez,
I'm looking for
all
myself,
three
and I'm
in a
like,
row.
oh, that's me. Oh, it looks like Roseanne Barr. I was
Wait.
like, oh, that one's me. Great. I love that for me. Oh, my fucking God.
I'm on my hands and knees, bent over in
Yes.
cut off shorts and a swimsuit. She's bent over in a fucking granny dress. Peez got a swimsuit on. We're all bent over and we're digging through fucking hay for change.
They're not
okay?
flattering photos.
No.
Why would you take these? Why would you be like, these are the ones I'm going to post? These are great.
So then the next photo is a group photo of the women. And everyone's looking at the camera, but me and her.
We're the only ones that look like tweakers doing
we're
math in our head of these coins.
We're hella sweaty.
These dirty hay-covered coins.
I'm holding a red Solo cup, and we're both bent over,
Gazing
looking into
proudly.
this fucking red Solo cup like we're trying to count the change so we can go get some fucking dope.
Ruined the photo.
And I'm like,
Can you bitches be present? We look
Why?
like we're trying to score.
no. I'm like,
It's awful.
why would you post this to
It's
represent the
awful.
company?
It's,
We
it's
look like
awful. I was
fucking
crying,
tweakers.
laughing. Yes.
My stomach hurt. I was laughing
It
so
was-
hard.
It was fucking
She was like,
awful.
I look like fucking Roseanne Barr.
I do. It's so rude. It's so rude.
I look like a true tweaker.
Like the first night I got there, we got there at night because what did we have to do? You were waiting on a package.
Yes.
So we came, like Mark and some of the kids had already went and set up. And then like we got there in the evening, the first night. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like we're right on the water.
The campfire's lit. The chairs are
The water
around.
ended up being a problem for me later
So
because my
loud.
brain would not turn off and it's sloshing all
I didn't like
night
it. It
long.
was too loud.
Like
I
it was
didn't
too
like
much.
it.
But I sit down at the campfire and I'm like, this is great. Like this is really cozy. I've never done this. A bird starts shitting on me. I don't mean once. I mean, I felt something and I thought, oh, that's just like a leaf or something hit me. A twig fell out of the tree. No, it hits my shoulder again. Then I feel it on my head and then on my bangs. And I'm like, I go like this and it's like brown and white. I know what bird shit looks like. I'm like, there's a bird shitting on me within 30 minutes of me getting here.
All out of we've been camping there fucking 15 years, 16 years.
And I know it's good
Nobody's
luck.
ever been shit on.
And I tell people that to make them feel better when they get shit on. I could not make myself feel better. I was like, I'm getting multiple times. I'm getting shit on within 30 minutes.
Peez is sitting there going, "It's bird shit, Uncle Mark. The bird shit, Uncle Mark.
On
That's
mommy, the bird
shit
it's
on
bird
mommy."
shit. It's bird shit on mommy, like over and over. I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing?
The next day, Naya's boyfriend got shit on in that same seat.
In the same seat. We couldn't see the bird though. I mean, it was very nice. Mark is really a man's man when it comes to like stuff, doing
Providing,
stuff,
like,
providing,
all-
and
yeah.
like we would make it if we didn't have shelter and shit. Like
Yeah,
he would
no,
keep
he's
us fed.
great.
We had rice. Like there was like
He made us full breakfast.
full foods meals were being
Full
made.
foods.
It was great. I mean, he's really fucking great. Thank God, because if it was just us, bitch.
We would have been sitting in that trailer the
Yeah,
whole time.
I mean, at one point I was the first night I did not sleep. So the next day I felt like shit. I took a little baby nap for like 2 or 3 hours before the picnic, I think. But like that first night I could not sleep. I was pretending I was Eileen Warnos in a tent. And I was like, these are the nature sounds that she fucking, if she could do it, you could fucking do it, bitch. Do it. And so I'm laying there and I'm like, just fuck those sounds. It's dogs. The fucking dogs were in another tent with the girls. They started fighting in the middle of the night. I could hear them
We brought
screaming
Zach
and
and
laughing.
Beverly.
Oh my God, they were screaming and laughing, but I was like, they'll handle it. I'm not getting up. So you guys were asleep. I was just laying there like
I took
hearing
Benadryl.
everything going on. My brain would not turn off.
Yeah, that water
And
normally.
I didn't bring my meds, my good old nighttime meds.
Great. So normally where we camp, the water is calm, but because we were on this peninsula piece this time,
Yeah.
it was like constant wave,
Constant.
wave.
Yeah.
That even bugged me.
It was
That's why I took
impossible.
Benadryl to sleep.
So yeah, I got some from you for the next night. That made the sleep better, but just the shower time and the sweatiness. I don't like being sweaty. I don't like being hot.
And it's dusty.
Yeah, I'd rather be cold. I don't want to be hot and dirty together. It's awful. So I was like, I'm probably just going to do like I did before and just come out and either go home when it's bedtime or spend the night and go home immediately the next day. So I don't have to shower and go through that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, she was a trooper though. She stayed two fucking nights the whole time.
It was for her birthday and a lot of family didn't come. So I was like, I'm not going to fucking skate out and like,
Yeah.
I wanted to fight through it.
I mean, it's not my first choice of what to do for my birthday, but Mark shows up for everybody, so I
Right.
wasn't gonna not fucking go.
Also, speaking of birthdays, happy birthday, Alyssa, one of our dear listeners.
Happy birthday.
It was her birthday past. I don't remember what day, but I know we hadn't recorded yet. Also, Peez is turning 4 on Monday.
And I'm so excited.
It's like her fucking birthday. It's it's crazy. We're going to celebrate that this weekend.
We went roller skating a few weeks ago.
We've been doing a lot.
Right before we started moving, we went roller skating.
Yeah.
And I used to roller skate a lot as a kid. And recently I found some roller skates at Goodwill and I was like, I'm buying these. I really want to go roller skating again. And, it took a few minutes, but boy, it was like riding a bike.
Yeah, you guys were doing good. I went one time with the thing you hold on to.
It's so low.
I went around and I was pouring in sweat. And
Oh, it
again,
was
I was
hot.
like, nope, that's enough for me. Took them skates right off, and that was it.
Peez,
Peez had the
loved
time
it.
of her life. She was determined. She was not going to give up. She skated till it was time to leave.
It was hella
And then
fun.
when they were taking the skates off her, she was like, I hate this birthday. I hate this party.
I hate this party.
Yeah, she was fucking pissed. But yeah, she really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fucking.
It was cute though.
I'm so excited to go roller skating again. You guys have no idea. Dancing.
She was
queen.
asking people to give her lessons. Like,
Oh, there was a girl out there that was getting it.
yeah,
And I was like,
new hyperfixation.
can you teach me to skate backwards and do what you're doing?
We went somewhere far away to pick up like some marketplace finds a couple weeks ago.
Our thrift fucking adventure.
We met this guy named Python Ron.
Python Ron.
We were thrifting and this guy was in line behind us and somehow we started talking.
I said, I like your shirts.
That's all it took. So she makes a fucking friend. She finds out he has a business and she's like, what's the website name or whatever? And he says it and I'm fighting and I'm like, don't say it out loud. But I was thinking like with a
She
name
had a
like
crystal
that,
moment.
with a name like that, like you better live up to it. I was thinking, I didn't say that though. All I said was like, if we search that, porn is coming up. Like,
Yes, she
why do
did
you
say
have
that.
that
It was
name?
great.
I was like, you can't have that name. So he went on to tell us stories about fucking people thinking that's what it was.
Yes.
And him getting calls in the middle of the night
Yes.
for those kind of parties. Well,
He actually brings reptiles to parties and events. Like,
isn't that cool?
so fucking cool.
Yeah, we had a girls' outing that day, which we never get to do. And picked up a dining room table for me that day and some giraffes.
And we drove a ways.
We were like in South Bay or something. We were far, but it was nice.
It was. We rarely get to do that.
It was an oak table and chairs for my new place. And I also ended up getting some more pieces that were in oak. And just looking at it, I remember what the finish on that wood tasted like because my grandma had an oak dining room table and I used to go under it. And for some reason, I was licking the pillars underneath that
Nice.
table when I was little. And I have memories of what the wood finish tasted like. So weird. So I think of that when I look at the fucking tables.
I love
I'm not going to
that.
lick these though, but
I'm like, please just
no,
do it.
I'm not.
See if they taste the
No.
same, please. You're no fun.
I accidentally got high.
Oh, that was fucking funny.
It
That
was
was
a
funny.
nightmare. We were moving. I don't even know what made me do it. But I was moving a nightstand. I was taking some shit out of a nightstand and I had this little container of gummies. Now, I had got a lot of CBD stuff before that someone had given me, but I also had some THC in it too. I thought I gave away all the THC stuff. Now, mind you, this was old and like the label had rubbed off a little bit. And I know whoever I gave this, what I thought were the THC gummies to, they were probably pissed because I gave them the ones I should have kept. So I ate one. I opened it and it still looked good. And I ate one. And we left and we were like going to meet some people, some listeners to like sell some things. We were like liquidating a lot of shit in between moves.
Yep.
And I was in my phone and I was like, all of a sudden, oh my fucking God, like I'm high. I felt hella high.
Out of nowhere, she goes, we're like laughing, talking about something. She goes, I accidentally got high. Dude, that shit was so
It was awful.
funny.
I kept trying to like in my head like talk myself down to not panic, but like my knees felt tingly and numb and my elbows felt tingly and numb, and then like, you know, you're breathing, you can feel your lungs breathing.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I'm leaving the planet, like it's getting too intense. And I was like, oh my God. Then we started laughing and I had tears and I could not stop laughing just about things that probably weren't even funny. It was awful. It was fucking awful. I went home. I texted Bunny scared. I told the kids. They were like, that's what you get. I don't know why I fucking ate that. I was just thinking it was a CBD one so I would feel chill. That was anything but chill. It was like psychosis.
No, I don't envy you in that moment
No.
because I hate
No, it took a long time to
being
go
pot
away.
high.
I had to wait like maybe 3 hours. Three or 4 hours before I started to feel normal again. It's not a good time.
Not at all.
Not at all. But here we are. I'm happy to be back. I feel like we haven't recorded in so long.
I know.
I'm in my new place. I'm getting things put away. I will put tours on Patreon. You know, I'm going to share as I decorate.
God, it's so cute.
I'm excited. I am excited for that.
I'm excited to see it. Like, I haven't been there. But I'm excited to see it all put together.
Yeah.
Because right now, it's just all in there.
Yeah.
But the hardest part is done.
Yeah.
Thank God.
It'll be nice.
We have some write-ins.
Let's do some write-ins because these fucking notes I have are just all over the place.
Me too.
I'll get them in order, and then we can review some more of them when we record again. I will say Chimp Crazy on HBO or Max or whatever. Really fucking good show. It's about animal people, exotic pet owners that have chimps. Kind of reminds me of Tiger King. Or is that what it was called? Tiger King? Kind of like that, but it's with a lady that like ended up being the main head honcho for chimp fucking owners in the South and like the Midwest. And then she ended up being a breeder. She ended up getting this huge enclosure and shit, and she got in trouble and like ended up getting it all took away. Hopefully there's going to be more episodes of it because I only watched the one and then I was like, wait, like they can't leave it like this because they were still going to court and shit. So I'll see what happens, but definitely recommend that for shit to watch.
I watched Worst Ex Ever.
That was so triggering for me.
Wasn't that insane?
I don't know why, but the being punched and shit part was so fucking triggering for me. Any of the stories that involved physical abuse.
Yeah.
Oh, it was hard as fuck to watch. It was only like 4 episodes.
Yeah, they were really intense.
They're pretty brutal. It's good though. I mean, you know, they were good stories. They didn't really have good outcomes, but that shit was intense.
I also watched I watched Twister 2. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked that. It was pretty good.
It's about tornadoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Scott Peterson doc.
I watched the one on Peacock first, which is just, you know, an hour and a half.
We talked about that before when that first came out.
But I wanted to watch that one first because I knew it, you know, favored him 100% doing it, being guilty. And then there's the one on Netflix where it's his first time speaking in 20 years, right? So I wanted to watch that. And I think it's really crazy that, and I remember this happening. I remember
Same.
when it was going on, Nona was hella following it. We were hella into it. You know, it's local. They found her body in Richmond.
Yeah.
The Innocence Project has took on his case.
I wasn't moved at all in the other direction. At all.
So I will say, do I think he's guilty? Yes. But by the evidence that they used, I would not say 100% put him to death. If I was a juror, I couldn't, in good conscience, say that.
Even though he made those concrete anchors and lied about how many he had and her hair was in the boat that no one knew he had and all that shit.
So there was a piece of her hair in the pliers, right? And then they have the photo of the one concrete anchor.
And then you can see the outline of the others. Right? Yeah.
But there's,
after he lied and said there was one.
And that piece of hair, they said the probability is that it's Lacey's, right? But there's no DNA. There's no crime scene. That's why I said, do I think he did it? I do.
Yeah.
But
I
by
get
their
it's a
evidence,
circumstantial case, but I think they have enough. Just with his constant fucking lying, his dressing up and trying to flee the country. Like when they caught him, he had dyed his hair and had hella cash, like 30 bands in cash and multiple passports and IDs and shit. Just his behavior. It's a strong circumstantial case.
Right. I will say.
I would say I still think they should execute him based on what they have.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
I wouldn't. Because we've said before, we wouldn't want anyone executed unless there was like solid DNA evidence, and they have no DNA evidence, which is crazy.
Yeah,
I think, the Innocence Project just don't take on any case, so that is mind blowing to me.
But this is a big case.
Know.
This is a big case, so it's not like, oh my God, this is Larry down the street's case. It's so shocking. No, this is a big case.
It is, but there's other big cases where, they haven't fucking taken it on. And think about it. A woman and her baby were murdered. Like, that's horrific. I would like to think they wouldn't take it on if, they didn't believe that there was some small chance.
Yeah.
But I did think it was really
interesting.
There's
just no chance. Like, him even saying he went to the Berkeley Marina was a tell in itself. Like,
I think he's guilty.
You've never been over here before, and that just is where her body ends up being. Like, and you've never had any history of, like, this was your first time ever coming here in your entire life, and that's where her body is. Like, though the fact that, like, that's why that's why he got the fucking sentence that he did.
I totally think he's guilty, but again, there's no solidifying, here's DNA, here's fucking a crime scene here. You know what I mean? So I'm curious to see how this fucking plays out. But I do think he did it. I do. Yeah. I think he's...
it didn't change my mind, not a single fucking bit. Not at all.
Well, I didn't remember any of the fucking details. I just remember... her being missing.
Yeah.
I remember it being all over the fucking news. But what's really sad is at the same exact time that Lacey Peterson went missing. And
there was
pregnant,
another.
There was a fucking Latin woman
that
in San Francisco.
Get coverage anywhere near what Lacey got. Like, it was barely fucking mentioned.
There was like one article.
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
And to this day, it's still like that. Like, if you're pretty and white, you're going to get put all over international, global news, not even just local or national, global fucking news. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Media hasn't changed much since then, and that was in the 90s.
No, what makes me believe Scott Peterson is guilty is the phone conversations he had with Amber.
Oh, yeah.
That is what makes me really believe.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's what made her family finally like
that is
because they were still kind of even though he was acting weird, his location was weird, like the things he bought, all that shit, But when they heard those conversations and him saying his wife was gone and all that shit,
he lost his wife before she even went missing.
Before she was, yep. Yeah, that was when her family was like, "Fuck this, like we're done."
I also think it's crazy. Scott Peterson's sister-in-law went to law school and became a lawyer.
That bitch got way too much camera time.
I'm like, does she want to bang him?
I wanted her to shut the fuck up. They kept panning to her, and I was like, bitch, not you again, bitch. Get the fuck off the camera.
I'm like, she likes him.
She does. She's obsessed.
She likes him.
She is obsessed. Oh, she was pissing me the fuck off.
Yeah, it didn't make me think he's not guilty at all. Like,
no. His family is clearly delusional. Like,
it's probably heartbreaking to realize.
But I don't understand that delusion, because we've said, even if Stinkers rape somebody, you're not, like, that's, I always use that example for him purposely.
He's gonna kill us.
Him and Richard.
Yes.
When they rape people, I love you. It's not unconditional. Like, I'm not going to fuck with you when you go to prison.
I love you, but you made this choice.
You're going to be accountable. Like, the delusion that these people have, like, they're just that we love him,
believe it,
and he got a fucking bad
raw deal.
Yeah, yes.
They really.
The delusion was making me so angry, because I was like, you're living in a fucking dream world because this is your baby.
Yeah, just.
Shut up.
Sometimes it sucks.
Yeah.
People we love,
but we have to hold our kids and fucking people accountable. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Like watching the Casey Anthony doc, that shit really did give me pause and make me think, like, her stepdad's fucking gross.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
This did not. The only thing I found crazy is that the Innocent Project is fucking taking it on. So I'm curious to see why and where that goes.
I talked about around the time that the other one came out. I have a relative that knows somebody that like had pictures of him in prison, and he really looks like shit.
Oh, he looked like shit in that
And
dog.
I was like, that's great.
He looks
I
scary.
love that. Yeah, I love that.
He looks very
I want you
gaunt.
to be stressed and not eating and fucking get some good punishment, because I really would like you to be executed.
You know, her body, her limbs and head were cut off.
Yep.
That didn't happen like from being in the water.
No.
They were removed
Yeah.
beforehand.
It's disgusting. That poor baby and her.
And the baby had a slash mark in its arm.
Yep. Yeah, I was just like, another documentary of Men Are Not Okay. All the true crime docs
Just
I
start
watch,
calling
that's
it
just
Men Are Not Okay.
Men Are Not Okay. It's a series that I'm gonna create. It's just
No, seriously.
it's fucking
It's
crazy.
endless fucking material.
Yeah, it is. Full supply.
Question.
What?
When you... Hold on. How do you say this word? I don't even want to ask. I want you to just say it.
Longevity.
So you say the G twice.
Longevity.
Did you, but I thought you said longevity.
Longevity.
The first
Maybe.
time.
Yes. I don't always
So a
say it
lo-
the same, I think.
So
I think I say it one way if I'm just talking, and if I read it, I say it another way.
So I saw this thing, and this girl was like, "We're really walking around saying the G twice
Yeah.
in longevity."
Longevity. Yeah. If
Isn't
I
that
read
weird?
it, I say long. If I just say it, I think I say longevity.
Or you
Fuck
mean
that word. I
reversed?
don't even like that word. That's not even a word I like.
It's not a word that I like either. But I thought that was funny because most people really do say longevity.
English is just so stupid anyway. There's so
made
many
up.
things that, like, why on earth are we reading this like that? Like, why is that being pronounced like that and it's spelled like this? Like, there's so much
Who
English.
was like PH would make a good F sound?
Who? Why? There's so many words that make me
That's
so
why
mad.
I
Yeah.
have my own.
There's words that I have favorites, and I have some that I just do not like.
Me too.
Not a fan.
When I was little, flabbergasted was probably like in my top 5 favorite
Yeah,
words.
I still like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, there's a lot. Let's read write-ins. I'm excited to see what write-ins we've missed.
I know, I'm pulling some up. Sorry. So there's, hold on, let me go pull this up. I'll sing.
When do you think was like the last time we pulled write-ins? Like the beginning of August?
No,
Mid-August?
we recorded before we left for camping. That was like the 17th. So safe bet is after 17th.
Okay.
Are good.
All right.
We can edit this dead time out.
What?
If we have dead time, we can edit it out.
I think we're fine.
Okay.
Hello, Theas. I hope all is well. My wife, Melly, has put me on to you guys, and I have been to one of your live events. She has followed you for a couple years now. I think you guys are awesome and down to earth. Oh, and very, very entertaining. I was really hoping you guys could give her a birthday shout out on one of your shows. Her birthday is July 20th. Now, I told her happy birthday when her birthday came. I was told that this got lost in the shuffle. Thank God he resent it, and put this was sent to your IG page, but it must have been lost in the shuffle, because I want her to get a proper
For sure.
happy birthday. We love her. She's an absolute amazing wife and mother to our 3 kids. I'm super thankful for her since she's really been holding it down. I'm currently deployed and have been gone so far for 8.5 months. She's been working hard with all the household duties and responsibilities that I can't help with while I'm away. She's truly amazing. She's my rock, and I love her to the moon and back. This would really make her birthday. Thank you so much in advance. Congratulations on your big following. Sincerely, Jose.
That was so sweet.
Happy birthday, Melly. You know we love you so much. And welcome home, Jose, because since then, he's home.
Love that.
Love that.
Welcome home.
Love both of you. And we hope to see you guys at our next event because you're great.
Yeah. She's been around since the beginning.
Yes, for sure. I have another one.
Okay.
Hello, ladies. I hope y'all are doing amazing. I just had my second baby almost 2 weeks ago, and I've been binging all the episodes I missed, and I love it. I was hoping to share my postpartum experience just because A, it makes me feel less alone to get things off my chest, and B, hopefully it can make someone else feel better going through the same thing. I'm sorry if this is a little long. My first baby, my son, is almost 2. And I had him via C-section, obviously having no idea what to expect. The C-section was honestly traumatic. The room was so bright and sterile with 15 doctors in there strapped down like you're being tortured. I couldn't even hold my baby because of how sick and delirious I was. Then all of a sudden, I woke up in the middle of the night when I could walk again, thrust into the storm of motherhood. Like, what the fuck is this? Yes, this sounds awful. I couldn't breathe. I immediately had severe postpartum anxiety to where I felt like my entire body was vibrating internally at all times, on the verge of a panic attack. This sounds like a nightmare.
Yep.
I didn't want to feed my baby. I didn't want to be near him because it scared me.
Ooh, I could relate.
I was nowhere near love at first sight. It just felt like a loss of me. You wrote this.
I did. That's exactly how I felt.
Yeah. I couldn't eat or sleep even when I had the chance. I broke down multiple times a day and was in and out of the hospital due to blood pressure issues.
Oh my God, did I write this?
The first 2 weeks were insane. I felt bamboozled. Like, y'all really lied to me.
Yep.
This is not it. Why does everyone love this so much?
Yep.
Eventually, things did calm down and got easier slowly, and now my son is the greatest love I've ever known.
Yep.
It actually makes me physically ill to think about life without him.
Aww.
Fast forward to me apparently being fertile as fuck because I have sex basically once a year, then got pregnant with my second a baby girl.
Oh.
I immediately started anxiety meds and made a birth plan to hopefully have a vaginal birth after cesarean. And it could not have gone any smoother.
I love that for her.
I successfully gave birth to my daughter in the most perfect way. I was clear-headed, relaxed, and actually able to hold my baby as soon as she came out.
Aww.
My blood pressure has been great, and I can actually sleep and eat this time. I'm so much more calm and confident this time around and can actually enjoy my baby. I love that. I was able to heal so much trauma from the first time. One thing I was not prepared for, how fucking huge my toddler felt after getting home from the hospital, like he's actually not a baby anymore. I wasn't prepared for how much I miss him, and that's the hardest part. But I'm just so happy and proud at how I'm handling it this time, and I just want to fucking scream. While I don't necessarily love the motherhood role, I love my babies, and I hope people know it does get better. There's so much love and light at the end of the tunnel, even on the days you feel like you can't do it. Sorry if that was long, but I just love you guys. And thank you for getting me through this, at this time, lonely and isolating period. Have an amazing week, y'all. P.S. Both my babies listen in and out the womb.
Aww.
Thank you. That is from...
So relatable.
S. Just S. And I'm glad that you sent that because we also have our listener Zoe that's getting ready to have her baby girl any day. So even if it's rough, you know, don't worry because it
works out.
It gets better. And I miss being pregnant so much. I wish I could be pregnant right now. That I would, if I could do it, I would be pregnant right now.
And if I could do it, I would drive off a cliff.
Miss being pregnant.
Oh, I hated every moment. I just liked sometimes when the baby kicked, but then they both kicked so much I would throw up. So, I like them. I love them. I'm glad they're here. But the whole pregnancy birthing experience, both mine were nightmares. And nope.
God, and I miss them so much. I'm such the opposite.
Yeah.
Even when they're rough, like I still just enjoy all of it, every step of it so much.
Oh no,
I love it,
dude. going back in the hospital after when Naya was like 3 days old. I went back in the hospital for 5 days because of post-eclampsia. And then with Stevie, I had a vaginal birth, a natural, normal birth. And I was in the hospital for 8 days after her because
That's a
of
long
eclampsia again.
fucking time.
I felt like I was in prison. And then your blood pressure won't stabilize. The migraines are hella bad. Like, it just, you have this new baby you got to care for. Oh my God. Thank God there was one nurse. I wish I could remember her name. It was a black woman. She would take Stevie so Mark and I could sleep. She was magnificent.
Yeah.
I just,
So
God, I
get
wish
some
I
rest.
could fucking remember her name and thank her. Oh, she saved us.
Yeah.
I have one. It's kind of long.
Well, let me read this one first.
Okay.
It's from Javier. And I just love that the men are writing in for their
Love it.
women. I love it. Hey guys, my girlfriend loves your podcast. And today, August 27th, is her birthday. I was wondering if you can say happy birthday to her for me on your podcast. Please, her name is Jessica. That's from Javier. And I
Happy
love
birthday,
that.
Jessica.
Happy birthday.
I love that.
I love it.
That's
Why isn't
love.
someone doing that for me? I love that.
Shut up, Gil Alexander.
Where is he?
Remember? Many moons ago. It'll be okay, Maria.
Don't,
love
girl,
you.
don't even worry about him, girl. You're
so
going to
much
be
better
fine.
than
You're
him,
better than
girl.
that, girl.
I love you.
I love you from Crystal. Yes.
Oh my God. That's so funny. Okay. This one's kind of long.
Okay.
Hey, Pat and Crystal, I'm in need of some advice, and I know you guys always keep it 100 and don't hold back, so I would really appreciate your input on this situation. First things first, I would like to take a moment to appreciate both of you. Thank you so much for this podcast and always showing up for us. You guys don't know it, but you have literally saved my life. Thank you. I love you both and appreciate you so much. Here we go. I'm currently in a relationship with somebody, and we've been together for about 11 months. 11 months now, but we've known each other for 2 years. Honestly, I'd be lying if I said it was all sprinkles and butterflies. I've dealt with a lot from this person, and I've put up with it because I really do love this person, even though they have lied to me and done me dirty plenty of times. I have some crazy-ass stories. I swear my life is like a telenovela. I literally can't make any of this shit up. Same girl.
Telenovela.
Thank you. Sorry. But I would be going on forever and ever, so let me speed this up. Me and my significant other will get into terrible fights almost every month. We will unfollow each other and not speak for about a week, but he always comes back around on the weekend because he knows I'm going to be stepping out with my girlfriends. And let me just say, I'm never the one chasing him or begging for him back. I would do this in the beginning of our relationship, but I've gotten to the point where I'm fed up. I came to the realization that I'm basically a placeholder in this person's life. They only want me when they want me, and if he's presented with the opportunity to cheat on me, he will. He'll lie to my face, but eventually, of course, I find out. He will swear up and down that it didn't mean anything, he loves me, and only wants me, and all this extra shit. Me being gullible as a person who takes people's words seriously, I think he's telling the truth. Anyways, we've talked a lot and worked things out for the better, but I honestly don't believe that. Right now, I'm in a situation. I just found out I'm 5.5 weeks pregnant, and I'm not ready for a kid, and my significant other agrees. So today, I left from Planned Parenthood, and how it works in the state of Florida is after 6 weeks, you don't qualify to get an abortion. It doesn't matter if it's 6 weeks in a day. They will literally not take you anymore. So up front, just for the consultation, you're required to pay $300. So I did just that. For the second appointment will be the actual abortion procedure. That will be another $300. You see, in my head, we both don't want a kid, so this should be split, mind you. I pay for my birth control pills. When we break up, I stop taking the pills because I only take them for him. I'm putting my body through hormones, so why would I continue taking something when we aren't together? It's pointless. I immediately want to disassociate from him and not be reminded of him. Anyways, when I asked him if he can give me the other half of the money, he flipped out on me, said this is my fault because I stopped taking my pills. He said he can't He said he needs to help his mother with insurance money, so he can't help me. He went as far as to say he will come talk to my parents so they can help me. Keep in mind, I come from a Mexican household. My parents would absolutely be against this. He kept flipping out saying he isn't going to have the money because of me, because this is my fault. And all I can think is, big fucking whoop, bitch. I'm also a grown-up who has bills. I never asked my parents for help. Nobody wants to give out $300, but it's better than having a kid or me putting you on child support, right? That's just what I think. Let me add that I'm 27, he's 25, we both work full time. So at the moment, I'm really emotional and have so much anxiety from this right now. He doesn't want to help me, so I know I'm going to fall behind on my payments because he doesn't want to help. I just don't know how to navigate the situation from here. I don't know how to approach him. I don't know what to do, really. I know I don't want a baby and would never have one to be petty. So any advice would help me because I feel all alone. Thank you again for reading this. Girl,
I'm like, can you put it on a credit card? Can you what can you do? Because you got to get rid of him.
Don't say another word to him.
No, there's no navigating anything with him. You navigate him out your life immediately. No. Immediately. Let this be a $600 lesson.
Yes.
Which is cheaper than it would be to keep him around.
A lifetime of dealing with him.
Or to have a fucking baby. 600 is not that much to fucking,
be done.
To get over. Put it on a credit card. I don't know what to do. Like, get the money, fuck him, and be done with him. Before you even mentioned that you were pregnant, I'm sitting here like, this is not a relationship worth being in.
He's cheating on you.
He lies to your fucking face. Like, you're a placeholder.
He comes around when he wants.
Yeah, fuck all that shit. Even if there was no pregnancy involved, I was going to say, get the fuck away from him.
By the fucking third sentence, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
You know this. You said it yourself. You feel like a placeholder. You know this. Get him the fuck away from you immediately. And I hope this ain't an old write-in, and I hope you handled it or have the time to, and say goodbye to him.
Don't even worry about getting $1 from him. You're not.
So get the fuck away from him.
Yeah.
And I wish there was a way you could sue him for it.
No, for real.
Like, pay for it and then sue him for his half.
Yeah.
Is that an option in your state? Like, can we do that? But definitely don't be with him.
No.
Disgusting.
Piece of shit.
I have a write-in from Monique. Hi, Theas. I want to start with just letting you guys know you've helped me through some dark times and motivated me to keep going. I love and appreciate you two and the podcast. I'd like to give a birthday shout out to myself. My birthday is September 5th. What's today?
September
5th. 4th?
So we're early.
4th. It's your birthday. I never care about my birthday, but with the crazy year I've had so far, I deserve to give myself a shout out. I also want to give a shout out to my bestie, Amanda Panda. Her birthday is September 8th. Amanda, you are the most beautiful person inside and out. Your heart is the most precious thing. You mean the world to me, and I'm beyond grateful you are in my life. Your hugs are an endless good morning sunshine is something that keeps me going. I'm glad we trauma bonded at work, laughing out loud. Thank you for making me feel seen when I have felt alone and scared. I love you beyond words. My heaven on earth. And then in parentheses, ho.
Oh, I love it.
No worries if this is late. It's really fucking cool that this will be on your podcast where we can always go back and listen to. And always, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
I love that. Very sweet. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yeah. Free Palestine, Congo, Sudan.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's about to be a year.
Like how?
Of a monster.
I think we're already at 300 days. Right?
Yep.
It's disgusting. It stresses me out. Yeah.
And there's fucking people that still don't fucking get what occupation and apartheid
or just
is.
Don't care, or just don't. There's so many
who like
people
to refer
that
to it
just
as
don't
war.
care.
That really pisses me off.
Like, what do you expect? This is war. This is not war.
You might as well just say, I don't give a fuck.
It's settler colonialism. It's fucking. I'm not even gonna go into all of it because
makes me furious.
Yeah.
I have one.
Okay.
Hello, my two mothers. I need some advice.
Here we are.
I started going to this recovery group on Monday nights at the local Midwest Protestant megachurch.
Okay.
Love it.
I support that.
There's this man there who is fine as fuck. That's not what you're there for.
But it's nice.
His name is Brad. I talked to him once super briefly. There's a large group where we all sing about how much we love Jesus.
Okay.
And every time we're doing the singing, all I can do is look across the room and think about Brad face fucking me.
Oh my God.
You know what? This is someone we're familiar with.
Great.
But anyways, I digress. Should I go up to this man again and ask for his number? How should I approach him? What do I say? Do I compliment his tattoos and ask him if he got them in prison? He's so white trash and skeevy looking. I love it so much.
Oh my God.
He has this southern accent and looks like Midwest methy riffraff. I need
like
advice. Please help.
I like it. I've never
You're
been really
fucking
good.
hilarious. I love it.
I've never been really good at getting at guys. What I do is I ask for his social media or something so you guys could start talking.
Go up and sing it to him.
No, that's what she would do. Me, I would get friendly. I wouldn't be bold enough to ask for the phone number.
I would definitely ask about his tattoos.
I would ask about his tattoos. I wouldn't suggest prison just in case it wasn't prison.
No, I wouldn't say that.
But I would ask about those. And then I would say, do you have social media? And then you guys could start talking. And then you could find out, is he funny?
If he's cool.
Is he single?
Is he on the right side of humanity?
Yeah, right. What are his politics? What's his criminal record?
Yeah.
You could dig deeper without,
Yep.
I don't know. That's just the way I would like to do it.
Yep, so do it.
But it sounds fun. Please keep us posted.
Don't ever be singing about Jesus and think about fucking
Yes, at the same
the
time.
skeevy, methy riffraff.
In this mega church. I love it.
Fabulous.
Yes. Yes.
Fucking fabulous. So
Okay,
do it.
I'm so hungry. It's bedtime.
Not.
Peez got school tomorrow.
I'm going to eat this bagel that's been sitting there. It's probably hard now. But I'm going to eat it because that's the
Yeah.
best cream cheese ever.
Okay.
And bagel. All right.
If you haven't joined our Patreon, please do so because you will be getting your own episode in 2 days.
Yep. And we love
you.
and all of you that hung in with us.
Yeah, we appreciate
on
that so
Patreon.
much. So much.
During our break, I was telling her this is our first long, extended, intentional
Yes.
break. I mean, it wasn't a break for us, but break from recording in almost 6 years.
I didn't take a break when I almost died during childbirth.
We were only gone a week when Billy died.
Yeah, that says a lot. Like, yeah, this is the longest we've ever taken,
Yes.
and we feel kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're happy to be back. Thank you so much for
Definitely.
hanging with us. To whoever left us the fucking review.
I love you. Thank you. Because are you fucking new or dumb?
Tasteless and trashy.
Duh.
Do either of us exude class?
Have I ever
Do
said-
we look like we care or we're striving to be classy or tasteful?
Have we ever claimed
What
to
gave
be
you
classy?
that indication?
Do we want to fit in with the upper echelon of society?
Do we
Absolutely
like
not.
the upper echelon of society?
No.
No. Those
No.
are not our people.
Does my family own a trailer? Yes.
Right.
Does Carolyn live
Do
there?
I come from a family of mentally ill hoarders?
Yes. Do I find dead bodies in said trailer? Yes. Do we give a fuck?
No.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
that was a nice tickle.
I love it. It's my new favorite.
Thank you guys so much.
No, for real. We love you guys.
And all the words of encouragement and keep going. You'll be done soon. You'll get it done. You'll be
Yeah.
so happy. I've gotten a lot of messages
That's
and I
awesome.
really needed that because it was hard. Changing
Yeah.
routines and shit is very hard for me. And I struggle with getting ready in new environments
Yeah.
and taking baths in new places. And like, I don't talk about it, but the struggle of that is really fucking tolling on me. It's
Yeah.
really, it's hard. And, but I'm, it'll get better. So I'm just staying optimistic and I appreciate all the encouragement.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. I'm hungry.
Suck it easy.
Go to bed.